everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Tashi. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So today's video is going to be all about the 9-minute half marathon PB that I ran in Berlin, I think it was 2 weeks ago. So I started doing half marathons late last year, and before then, nothing. I would do a few 10Ks here and there, but most of my training didn't really have an outcome in the sense that I would be running races, and that's why I decided to start doing half marathons. I thought, I'm doing all this training, I'm doing all this running, and not that I didn't have nothing to show for it, I just felt like it just didn't mean anything. I felt like it was meaningless. I was training really hard and I wasn't achieving anything. And in October I did the Royal Parks half, and I'll be completely honest with you, I hated every second of it. Hated it. So for this one I actually trained for, I think I trained up to 10 miles, but just because I was increasing the mileage, I got a little bit injured. I got shin splints and I triggered an age-old ankle injury. So it wasn't fun, and on the day it was cold, it was busy. I hated it. And then unfortunately for me, I had another half marathon booked a week later in Amsterdam. This one I enjoyed a little bit more because I think I was a lot more relaxed. I was just like, just go out there and see what happens. I knew I was already injured, so I wasn't aiming to run anything great. Royal Parks I did in 1 hour 49:19 I think, and Amsterdam I did in 1 hour 49, I think it was like 28. It was ridiculous how close the times were. But after that I thought, I don't want to do this anymore. I was injured. My body just felt, it didn't feel like me. I didn't look like me. All of the muscle definition and all the muscle weight that I put on, completely lost. I'd upped the mileage and my body wasn't used to it. I'm a 10K girl. I like to run 10Ks, not 10 miles. So once I started doing that, shin splints. I got hit with the shin splints and ankle injuries, you name it. And after Amsterdam, I was just like, this is it, this is me, I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't like this, I tried it, it's not for me, let's move on with life. And then somewhere along the line, one of my friends was like, let's do a half marathon in Berlin. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I signed up for Berlin half marathon. Yeah, after all that, putting my body through all of that, after saying I didn't like it, I don't want to do it again, I signed up for another one. And unfortunately, training fell in the winter, and I hate running in the winter. I hate it. You will never find me running in the winter. And my wedding was in February, and that was my main focus. And obviously, because before when I trained for half marathons, I felt like I lost a lot of muscle mass and muscle tone definition. So training for this half marathon was not on my mind. So I continued doing what I usually do, which is speed endurance, weightlifting, and I've started doing CrossFit recently too. So after the wedding, it was in the back of my mind that this half marathon was coming, but I was just like, you know what, I don't want to do it. I don't want to change my training to run this race and then afterwards have to get back to how I was, if that makes sense. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try and do a few short races. I say a few, I did one. I did the winter 10K, but it actually felt quite comfortable, so that gave me confidence. And then other than that, I didn't do any long distance runs. The week before I went to America with Reebok and I did a half marathon over 2 days, but it wasn't, you know, I didn't think I had the mileage in my legs to do a full half marathon. So when I went to Berlin, I was just like, Tashi, get around the course, get around the course. That was my game plan. Finish, retire, end of that book, done. And then yeah, I ran a 9-minute PB. I'm still trying to make sense of how it happened, but after breaking down the race, I think I understand more why I'm better at running half marathons this year than last year, even though last year I trained for it. So yeah, I'm just going to share that with you, and hopefully it can help you with your training. So I think the first thing that helped me was race experience. It's something that I overlooked and I never even thought about. This time around, when I was running, I knew my mind, as it always does, was playing games on me. So I started running, I was like, oh, I've got shin splints, I've got shin splints. And I was like, Tashi, you've taken 20 steps, you haven't got shin splints. But it always happens whenever I go for a run, especially when it's a race. But I knew at kilometre 15, I would start to feel fatigue because it's happened before. It happens usually at mile 10, it happens at kilometre 15. I knew that I would feel fatigue. So when I run like through the checkpoint, I was literally there running and almost expecting this like a huge wave of tiredness to hit me. But when it didn't, I was kind of like, oh, okay, let's keep going. So yeah, just race experience. And I think also it teaches you when to push and when to ease off. So I knew at the beginning, probably going to be crowdy, so I might have to push. But fortunately for me, Berlin, it was busy, but I think we was in a wave of good runners, so I didn't really have to overtake anyone too much. I didn't find anyone was blocking my path, which was really good. Whereas in Royal Parks was a nightmare. I don't know which wave I was in, but it was a nightmare trying to weave through people. It was chock-a-block traffic, whereas Berlin was not like that at all. So I didn't lose any time or any energy trying to weave in and around people. I think the second thing that really helped me was having a good music playlist. I go on and on and on about this. I don't know how people run without listening to music, but for me, it's essential to my running, and it really helped push me when I felt like I couldn't. Not, I never felt like I couldn't go on. I just sometimes felt like I couldn't maintain the speed. And if I felt that the speed was slipping, I would literally just change my song and carry on. So my music playlist, I've got a mix. Let me get it up. Let's see what's on my music playlist. Even though it's a half marathon, this playlist is actually called 10K. I've recently not discovered because I always knew about him, I just didn't listen to his music. So I've recently started listening to Chance the Rapper, and I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. His music is just lyrically and creatively, it's on point. And his songs really helped me. And another artist who helped me, who I never thought was Future. And I say it was a surprise because with Future, you can't understand what he's saying. But at that moment in time, I didn't care what he was saying. I just needed the beat. I just needed the song. So thank you, Jordan. My husband, he was the one who suggested to put this song on my playlist. I've got DJ Khaled. So this is when I'd gone through 15 kilometers and I was like, I've got 6 to go. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Put the song on. It was amazing. I've got Bryson Tiller, I've got Drake, I've got lots of Drake, some more Drake. If you're trying to run a PB and you are someone who listens to music, finesse your playlist before the race day, because honestly it will work favours. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is my training and how I sort of indirectly trained for this marathon, half marathons, without actually training. So a lot of the running that I do is speed endurance. So it's a lot of intervals, it's a lot of, pushing past that comfortable point and just trying to hold on for as long as you can. So I do this on the treadmill, I do this outside on the tracks when it's a little bit warmer, and I also do this at Barry's boot camp. And the reason why I like to do it at Barry's is because it's all done for me. I just need to key in whatever the instructor says and run. So I did a lot of Barry's bootcamp classes. I mostly did them just because of fat loss. I was training for my wedding. I was trying to get in shape for my wedding, and Barry's is great for fat loss. So that's why I started to up the amount of classes that I did. And in turn, it turned me into a much better runner. And I didn't actually realise until I started running the Berlin Half. I don't run more than 5 to 6 kilometres. It depends how fast I'm running and how I feel, but it's usually around 5.5 kilometres. And interval training, love intervals. You can do them on the treadmill, so even if you can't get to Barry's Bootcamp or if you don't have an athletics tracker near you, you can do them on your treadmill. I will start posting intervals on my Instagram and on my YouTube for you to do on the treadmill. Bear with me, they're coming, they are coming. Weight training is something that for me goes hand in hand with running. I've always weight trained. I don't know how or why I got into it. No, I do. So, did you used to watch WWF and they changed to WWE when you were younger? Well, there was one wrestler that I loved him, John Cena. I was obsessed with him, and then I used to always see his YouTube videos of him doing like cleans and deadlifts. So I started doing cleans and deadlifts and back squats because of John Cena. That is how I got into weightlifting. That's John! Lots of long distance runners shy away from weight training, which for me is bizarre because it goes hand in hand. At the end of the day, if you've got strong legs, you're going to be a strong runner. You're going to fatigue less, you're less likely to get injured, and you're going to be able to strike the ground much more efficiently and therefore move faster. So come on guys, weight train. Obviously I know that not all runners avoid it, but I know that a lot of the ones that I run with and have run with in the past, they don't do it. And if I didn't weight train, there is no way that I'd be able to run at the speed that I can, because it's where I get all my power from. I think I do like 3 to 4 sessions a week, and I don't focus on individual muscle groups just because I don't have the time. So I kind of train everything in one go, and I think that helps with muscle endurance too, which is essential for running. So yeah, just weight train. You don't have to be lifting heavy weights. You don't even have to lift weights if you don't want to, so you can do resistance training or even body weight training. It'll also give your body a rest from pounding the pavements. I think a lot of people think in order to get better at running, you must continually run. Unfortunately, our bodies can't do that. I usually try to do 3 days on, have a break, do something else, so it can be a circuit, it can be on a rowing machine, and then I will have 2 days on and then break. So try to also break up your workouts. And yeah, try and supplement some of your runs for a different method of cardio training, just to let your body heal. So I really hope that you will find something in this video to help you run faster and achieve your PB. Let me know if you've got any runs that are coming up, and if you want to see anything else from me on my channel, just write a comment in the box below, and I'll see you in the next video.